wanna keep it low now. If you wanna go, let's go. Let's wrap it up and hit the road. 'Cause I wanna drive through the summer night. And when
Hello everyone, I thought I would start today's video off with a brief update. We got behind a little bit there, and so I thought I would just catch everyone up. I am happy to say that we closed out October by being successful with our 31-day challenge that we had, that we were not eating out at all for those 31 days. So, yay, we were successful, we made it. I wish I could say that in those 31 days my habits have completely changed. Unfortunately, I am still finding out that it is a challenge for me to really meal plan and get that executed. However, I am cooking more meals at home. We aren't eating out as often, and the first week and a half of November has flown by. We are bringing our first semester homeschool curriculum to a close, and I've been really busy with not only handling the kids' stuff at home, but also being in charge of Kenya's Challenge B class, that's 8th grade, with classical conversations that we do. So I'm actually the head tutor for that, and it has taken up a lot of my time doing the lesson plans and being ready every day for our weekly community that we get together, and I help the kids get started on the next chapter that they go on to with each of their subjects. The other thing I wanted to talk about today was we are into our Thanksgiving mode and coming up on Christmas mode. And if for some of you that are new to our channel, aren't quite or haven't seen what we've done in years past, please check out all our Thanksgiving and some of our Christmas episodes that I'm gonna go ahead and put links to down below. Today is the day that I start planning our Thanksgiving dinner and meal. Usually I have done it a lot earlier. However, being busy with the kids' school and ending our semester, it kind of got away from me. This year, Thanksgiving is going to be a little bit more low-key than Thanksgivings in the past. I remember our first Thanksgiving in this house, we actually had Sarah and Solo and our tribe of many come over, and it was so much fun. We had a lot of good things happen that year and a lot of unfortunate things. One of the fun parts was Jerry, who's Luke's dad, was out of the country on a business trip, and he actually came in and surprised Susan, who was here also with Sarah and Solo. So if you guys want to catch any of that episode or that Thanksgiving that we spent all together, please go ahead and check it out down below. I'll go ahead and put that link in there. This year, just gonna be the 4 of us, and actually have a few more things that I need to add in, just because we are actually leaving the day after for a fun family adventure slash getaway trip that we're going to go do. We are taking our camper and going on a road trip for about a week. So we will have more on that later, but I wanted to show you guys just kind of what I'm doing to get ready for Thanksgiving and planning our meal. What I use is I have this binder, and I know it says 2018, but I just haven't changed it for a while. But this binder comes in handy. What I do is I keep everything in here that I use for Thanksgiving. So I have all of my recipes that I've used in Thanksgivings past, so it's just all here. And this is our famous family stuffing recipe that we go off of every year. I've kept a couple magazines that I've used recipes out of. And then I keep like my menu planning and what I do each day. So it makes it really easy each year. I just pull out the binder and I've got all my Thanksgiving recipes all in one spot. And then of course, I always love to hear from the people who are gonna be eating the food, and they have now become people that help fix the food. Guys, they are so much help in the kitchen. So guys, today we are going to discuss Thanksgiving dinner for this year. And I wanted to get your thoughts on what you'd like to see on the table. It's just gonna be the 4 of us. So what sounds good that you want Mom to make for Thanksgiving this year?
Turkey.
Okay, turkey. Thank you.
Cranberry sauce.
What'd you say?
Cranberry sauce.
Lincoln loves cranberry sauce. Okay.
I think also maybe just for an appetizer or something, I want artichokes again because I haven't had those in a long time. And
So I'm gonna make sure and have turkey and stuffing, and our rolls
And cranberry
and,
sauce.
and cranberry sauce. Is there anything else? Because usually we do appetizers earlier in the day, and then we eat around 3 o'clock. So is there anything you guys want on the appetizer side?
cheese board.
Okay.
A fruit board. There's a such thing.
A fruit board? Yeah, there could be a fruit board. Yeah. How about my stuffed mushrooms? You want me to do stuffed
Yes.
mushrooms?
Yes.
Okay.
Stuff. Jalapeno poppers.
All right. And for sides, we're gonna do our mashed potatoes.
For dessert, I want to see pumpkin pie, pecan pie, and apple pie.
I usually make all three every year. So what's gonna be cool about this year though, because you remember last year we had Bop and Gramps, and we left, I think it was the day after or 2 days after Thanksgiving, we went to Disney World and we weren't able to enjoy all of our Thanksgiving leftovers because we were gone. So we discussed appetizers, so we said a veggie tray, right? Some stuffed mushrooms. We're gonna do artichoke dip, okay?
Could we do a fruit board?
Oh, we can have some fruit, yeah. And then before that, Mom forgot to bring up breakfast. Now we've made cinnamon rolls in the past, which sometimes we do those for Christmas and sometimes we do those for Thanksgiving. And this year I thought it would be fun if we did those donuts that I made early on in fall. But I make them look like turkeys. Would you guys like that?
Yeah.
Cute.
Okay, so we're gonna do those donuts, so fall donuts. And for those of you that are interested, Kenya, you want to tell them where we're gonna put the link?
We're gonna put the link below for the donut recipe.
And then our main meal, what do you guys think? Of course we said turkey and stuffing and gravy, right?
Yes.
And cranberry sauce.
Of course.
Cranberry sauce, cranberry relish, rolls.
You guys want mashed potatoes?
Yes.
Okay, how about Brussels sprouts?
That sounds great.
Yeah.
Okay, or we could do like an arugula salad.
Oh, I love those.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Do you guys want to do our butternut squash soup?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And then of course we can't forget Granny's rolls.
All right, so the fun thing is though, we were talking about this, okay, and we got sidetracked. So the cool thing is, I don't know if you guys remember last year, but we left 2 days after Thanksgiving. Bop and Gramps were here, but we went to Disney World for, we left for our trip to Disney World 2 days after Thanksgiving. We weren't able to enjoy any of our leftovers.
That was
Well,
kind
you know what we get to do this time?
Yeah, so, yep.
We get to go camping and we get to bring all of the leftovers.
Lincoln is right. We get to enjoy our Thanksgiving leftovers because we are going on a fun road trip with the camper. We aren't saying where yet, but it is going to be fun and we get to load all our leftovers in there. Yum, yum, yum. Okay, and if you guys want to see our trip to Disney last year at Christmas time,
That was the best
yeah,
week of my life.
so check that out down below too. All right, I think we have a plan. So guess what we have to do next?
Cook!
Well, before we cook, we have to,
The turkey.
we have the turkey thawing. You guys are all doing great things.
Tom the turkey.
We have to make sure we have all the ingredients to cook.
That's right.
And then whatever ingredients we don't have, we have to get from the grocery store. Okay?
Yup.
Okay.
So are you guys ready to help go through the kitchen and make sure we have ingredients?
Yes.
Yes.
So now that I've gone over all my recipes and ingredients that I'm going to need on Thanksgiving, I have made out a complete grocery shopping list that I need. And I have recently just moved all my shopping to online. So all my orders I do online. A lot of the times we will use Whole Foods. Other places that I like to shop at are Sprouts, Costco, Target, and King Soopers. They all have great programs for being able to shop online. And I thought today I would kind of share with you guys how easy it is to do that. And what I usually do, because I have multiple places that I try and find things, I'll make out my list and I'll go through and I'll mark next to each item which store I want to place that order at. I'm going to go ahead and do my Sprouts order at this time because that is actually where I am getting most of my stuff this year for Thanksgiving. So what I'll do is I'm going to go ahead and go to the Sprouts website. And once there, I'll come right here to the delivery pickup and start shopping and just putting in the items that I have. So let's see what all I can find and make sure that I have my correct store in there. And I just start searching. So I have bananas, and this is just something that I keep around the house for the kids to munch on. So we were almost out of bananas, so I'm gonna go ahead and order bananas, and I'm gonna click on the product and add to list, and I'll add the quantity about how many I want. We are going on a trip, so I want a few extra. That way I'm not having to do another grocery run before we leave. We actually leave first thing Friday morning, so I just want to make sure and get our groceries that we need. So I'm going to add those. And then start again. We are having a veggie tray, so I'm going to get some bell peppers for our veggie tray on Thanksgiving. Okay, and then we'll do some red bell peppers too. So that's awesome, they're on sale. All right, and still working on our veggie tray here. I'm gonna get some cucumbers. Okay. Great, and they're on sale too for $1, so I'm actually gonna get 4. That's another snack the kids really like, so it's always good to have around, and we eat a lot of those. Of course, we eat a lot of carrots here too. So I'm gonna get 2 different kinds of carrots. I'm gonna get a bag of baby carrots. And then also for a lot of the cooking this week, I need regular sized carrots. So we're going to get those as well. And it always asks you sometimes to rate the app. I'm gonna say remind me later. All right, so we've got carrots in there. And so guys, I just love it because it's really easy and I can just sit here and go through my list, and I didn't have to spend the time at the store, and I'm still at home able to do things once I get this all typed in. So we're gonna get radishes as well. Kenya and I both love radishes. See what we can find. All right. So we'll get these here. 1 bunch should do good. And then of course we eat a lot of cauliflower in our house. I don't know about you guys. Okay, I just sometimes like to see if they already have it pre-cut. Just it saves a little bit of time, but I've got 2 great helpers in the kitchen, so they can go ahead and cut that up for me. And then we'll do some broccoli. Okay. We'll do 2. All right. Okay, so the next thing is the mayo that we use on our sandwiches. Because of Lincoln's food allergies, I get a certain kind, so hopefully we can find it here. I might have to go to the fridge really quick and see if I can find which brand it is, because it's sometimes hard to find here. All right, so it's called Veganaise. And I get the soy-free kind because Lincoln is allergic to soy. And sometimes they have it and sometimes they don't. I'm gonna have to double check here. Okay, so this is going to be fine. And actually, I haven't got any of these kinds before. The one that I'm looking for, they're not carrying right now, so I'm gonna move that item over to one of my other stores when I go online. And then I just move on down the list. So the yogurt that we use is the Forager dairy-free yogurt. We really like it. It works really well in recipes. Lincoln has really come to love it. All of us actually really like it. And the other great thing that Forager has come out with is this grain-free cereal, and Lincoln and Kenya both love it, so I'm gonna grab some of that for our trip. And it's great to see that Sprouts carries it, because a lot of times I have to go to Whole Foods. So what I'm gonna mainly do is keep going down my list, and when I get my Sprouts order done here in just a few minutes, I will show you how we check out and set up the delivery. But I'm just gonna sit here and keep going down my list, and this is how I online grocery shop. Once I've finished shopping, all I have to do is come to the checkout screen, and I am picking delivery for today. It went ahead and gave me a list of items that was not available, and all I have to do now is choose the times that I'm wanting, and I'm just going to go ahead and do free within the 5-hour time slot. So that way I can just make sure that we get them today, and we're all set to go, and I am checked out. I have gotten all of my online grocery shopping done at each of the stores that I needed to purchase from. And I thought before I ended the video, I would go ahead and share with you our Thanksgiving grocery haul. Now this is pretty much everything that I ordered. I am waiting on one more delivery, and that is coming tomorrow morning. But I wanted to show you guys what we are using and what I got for our Thanksgiving feast. Okay, so of course we have our turkey, and we got this from Whole Foods this year. So it is a 20-pound turkey, and we like to have lots of leftovers when I cook. So I do have that. I have some chicken wings, which I roast on a pan to make my stock that I use in our stuffing and to make our gravy. So I have fresh sage, and I also have fresh rosemary. I have my seasoning here. I've got seasoned salt, ground mustard, ground ginger, garlic salt, paprika. I have some ground cloves and celery salt. I have blackberries and blueberries because Lincoln had said he wanted to have a fruit tray, and I have strawberries arriving tomorrow from Whole Foods. I also have cooking wine, so white cooking wine, and then also cooking sherry that I use with the mushrooms. Of course, I need some pecans for our pecan pie that I'm going to make. I use the Miracle Whip in my artichoke dip recipe. Then we're having a fresh vegetable tray, so I have got cauliflower. We will have some celery on there. However, I use the celery in a lot of my cooking. It goes in our homemade stuffing that I make, along with a couple of the other recipes, and will also go on our veggie tray. I've got mushrooms that I use in the stock that I make, and then I also have baby portobello mushrooms that I use for stuffed mushrooms that I'm going to make for appetizers. Then I have a butternut squash. We make butternut squash soup. If you're interested in that recipe, please go ahead and check out the links that I've given in the description down below to a lot of the Thanksgiving recipes that I do. I also have eggs just for breakfast and all of the baking I'm getting ready to do for the pies. We of course have Caro syrup for the pecan pie, lemons that I use in a salad dressing that we're gonna make, and then I have oranges that I use in the cranberry sauce, along with the brine that I'm gonna brine the turkey in. Macintosh apples and Granny Smith apples, about 2 pounds each for apple pie that I make, and then the broccoli is for our fresh veggie tray, along with the cucumbers. And then I've got the large fresh carrots that I use once again when I make the stock. Radishes will go on our fresh veggie tray. Fresh green beans that we're gonna put in our salad. Brussels sprouts that I'm gonna roast in the oven as well. Back here I have the roasting tray for the turkey, and then I've got a couple other just disposable pans That way I am not getting so many dishes dirty, but I do use them for meal prep and before I start cooking. We have cream cheese, which I use in my butternut squash soup. I have a couple different cheeses here for the cheese board that we're gonna do for an appetizer on Thanksgiving, along with some uncured Genoa salami. I have some already pre-peeled garlic that I use in a lot of the cooking. We'll have some blue cheese stuffed olives on our charcuterie board. I have lots of white onions that we use in a lot of different recipes. And then I also have vegetable stock that I use in a couple of the recipes and also in the brine. We have lots of bacon. This I use for breakfast in our stuffed mushrooms. I use it in our stuffing. So we use lots of bacon on Thanksgiving. And then this is the butter that I cook with. So I actually have a lot of that. Candied ginger here because I cut it up and put it in the brine that we put the turkey in. We have fresh bell peppers for our veggie tray as well. And I have some anchovies that is going to be in the salad dressing that we make for our fresh salad. Also the baby kale will be in that green bean and kale salad that I'm making. We have some baby carrots that I'll put on the vegetable tray as well. And I have artichoke hearts for my artichoke dip that I'm gonna make as an appetizer. I got some sparkling cider for us to enjoy, along with 2 different kinds of yogurt. I use this for cooking in a few things, but then the kids like to mix this with fruit. So we got the yogurt. And then I have some classic stuffing breadcrumbs along with cubed bread for my homemade dressing that I make. I hope you guys enjoyed coming along with me today and seeing how I do online grocery shopping, and then also seeing our Thanksgiving grocery haul. If you are looking for a few last minute recipes or ideas, please go ahead and check out the links down below to all the other recipes I've done over Thanksgiving. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.